welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby, and if you are new here, go ahead on and hit the subscribe button and like this video, because I'm gonna try not to make this video too long. It probably might be too long, but I don't really know. But as for the title, I'm going to be telling you guys 10 feminine hygiene tips that you need to know, and these tips are going to be very helpful because I put my all into these tips. Like, I did a whole bunch of research. I did everything just for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. But before we start, I want to talk about this hair. This is an ombre wig. I got it from ft.UNice hair through AliExpress. It took about 3 weeks to come, and it is 22 inches. As you guys can see, it's pretty long. So you do get your money worth for it. I did use 2 coupon codes for it, and I got it for like $189 with free shipping. And the hair doesn't really shed like that, but it could use some bleaching and a little bit more plucking. But this is the box that it came in, and I don't know why it looked like that. Like, this is exactly how I got it, but it was fine when I opened it, you know. But yeah, it's really good hair, and I will link it in the description box below for anybody who is interested in buying it. So let's just hop right into the video now. Okay, so these tips aren't really in any type of particular order. I'm just gonna talk about them. So so tip number 1, I have the type of soap you should use down there. In my opinion, I think that you guys should use the Dove Sensitive Skin Soap. Don't use Summer's Eve at all. It is not good. You don't want to use any type of soap that has a scent to it, because if it has a scent, it's going to mess up your pH balance, and it's going to cause more problems than either what you already have or just more problems in general. So I use the Dove Sensitive Skin Soap, and it does work. It's perfectly fine. It's really good to use. You don't really need to use like anything with a scent, like any type of Victoria's Secret, Summer's Eve, anything that says that it's supposed to help your pH balance. Do not use. You want to use like all natural soap, anything that's dermatologist recommended. So that's why I advise you to use Dove. Well, tip number 2 is kind of leading up into tip number 1, and it's just to not put soap inside of your vagina, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm saying is your vagina naturally cleans itself, so you don't want to put soap in the inside, because you're going to mess up your pH balance, and it could possibly cause yeast infections, UTIs, and other type of diseases that you just don't want to have. So that's why you would take the soap and you would just clean the surface, and then let your vagina naturally cleans itself. It may sound weird for people who don't really like, you know what I'm talking about, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're never supposed to put the soap in the inside of your vagina, because it can cause a lot of problems as time goes on. Okay, so tip number 3 is to eat healthy. And basically what I mean by this is anything that you consume, any type of food and drinks that you drink, it has to come out of you, and it's going to come out of you, you know, like it usually would. So if you're drinking like a lot of alcohol and a lot of sodas, it's going to cause you to have an odor down there, and it's not going to be like a good odor at all. In my advice, cranberry juice helps, and you should eat a lot of fruits such as pineapples, anything that, you know, could help you just to smell good and feel a little bit better down there. That's the best thing that you could do. So I really watch what you eat. I'm not saying that you can't eat the unhealthy food, but just don't consume too much of it, because it will cause problems, and it will cause you to have a bad odor, and you don't want anybody to smell it. Like, that's kind of disgusting and kind of gross. You know, you don't want to go through nothing like that, you know. And tip number 4 is to drink water. A lot of water can actually help with a lot of things. Drinking a lot of water can help you clear your skin. It can help period flow, like when you have your cramps, it helps like the blood flow faster or like better through your body, if that makes sense. It kind of helps with your cramps, and it just causes a lot of good benefits to it. So that's why you should drink a lot of water. You'll feel way better, and depending upon your weight, it depends on how much you should drink. I think it's like 8 cups a day. I'm not sure, but it just depends on your weight and your age and how much you should drink, and you'll be fine. Tip number 5 is to wipe yourself from the front to the back. So don't wipe yourself from like the back going up, because you could pull a lot of the bacteria from your like back there, and it's gonna cause you to lead it to the front. I'm not trying to like, okay, so it's not good because you can have like a lot of bacteria and a lot of like things that can come from the back, and it's going to lead to the front, and it's going to cause you to have some problems and odor, and just it's just not good. You shouldn't do it at all. Like it's nothing that you should do. So you're going to wipe from the front part of your vagina to the back. It may sound weird, but that's what you're supposed to do. And you can use like wipes and stuff like that. That helps a lot, like baby wipes. I know I used to use like the dang, I forgot the kind, but you just use it. You keep it up in your purse, and you can use it when you're in public. If you just feel like the toilet paper just didn't get everything, you could use that, and it helps you feel a little bit more fresh, in my opinion, because I did use it for a while, and it helped a lot. So you should actually use that. So tip number 6 is to use cotton underwear or no underwear at all, okay? I used to go to sleep, and I sometimes do go to sleep without any underwear because it actually helps your vagina breathe. And you want your vagina to breathe because if it is not breathing, then it is going to start sweating. And it can also, wearing cotton underwear can help you prevent ingrown hairs. And no underwear, because if you have silk or like any other type of material, if it's too tight, then it's going to start to sweat, and the hair is not going to be able to grow, which will cause it to grow, you know, like back in your skin or something like that. It'll cause you to have ingrown hair, and that's nothing that you want. So you'll start seeing better improvements in yourself and the way you feel, smell, and just anything overall when you wear cotton underwear. It's the best underwear. It has so much benefits. And yeah, and I'm not saying that you can't wear, you know, the silk and the spandex and stuff, but don't make it your everyday thing. You know, that's not good. You're supposed to let yourself breathe, and you're supposed to let the hair grow. That's how you're going to prevent ingrown hairs, because it works. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. It works a lot. It is really helpful. Number 7 does not apply to me at all, but I did my research on it for you guys, because I don't know who's watching this, and I don't know what you guys are doing. So pee before and after sex. Lost my train of thought. Okay, peeing after sex can actually help prevent urinary tract infections in females. And urinary tract UTIs are more common in females than males because our urethra is very much shorter than the males, obviously. So when you have sex, the bacteria is more likely to go to your genitals, which will go to your urethra. And it can cause urinary tract infection. So by peeing after sex, it will actually help the bacteria flow from that direction and just come right out of you. Okay, so tip number 8. You should change your pad all the time when you're in your period. You never want to have like, you never want to keep the same pad or tampon in all day, because that just can cause odor. It just has so much, like, it's not good. Blood always has a smell, no matter if it's a little bit or if it's a lot. You're always going to smell it, and you don't want to walk around like that, no matter if you're in public or if you're at home. It's just not good. It depends, personally, like, it depends on like how bad your flow is. So sometimes I would say change it like every 2 to 4 hours. It just depends on the time in the day with your pads. And also, when you have a tampon, I advise you to wear a panty liner with it, because you never know if it can, like, some blood can like flow out of you, or you can get like some discharge or anything like that. You just want to have a panty liner on so you don't have to worry about it going through your underwear and, you know, cause, you know, you just ruin your underwear if you don't wear it, you know. Better be safe than sorry. And they're really inexpensive. You can buy like a 50 pack for like $3. You don't need nothing too fancy if you're going to wear a tampon with it. You know, it's just to help you to be on the safer side. Also, speaking of changing your pad and tampon, use organic pads and tampons. I did not know anything about this. I actually looked this up today, and it basically says that organic pads and tampons can actually help reduce your cramps when you're on your period. I guess it just has a better benefit than when you're actually, like, you know, using like a regular one, I guess. Try it out and let me know. If you guys use it, you can just let me know, DM me on Instagram or anything like that. Tip number 9 is to exercise while you're on your period. And I know you guys might be like, oh, I have too much of bad cramps to try to do exercise and stuff like that. Well, actually, aerobic and yoga can actually help. So if you don't want to do it on your first day, because I know me personally, my first day is the worst day of all, so I wouldn't even much work out at all. That wouldn't even much be on my mind the first day. But maybe like the second and the third and the fourth, that might be something that you might want to consider, because when you're working out, it actually helps the blood flow out of your body better. And I did do this one time. I worked out on my period. a few times before, and it actually, you know, the cramps kind of went away. It was kind of helping everything come out, and it felt a little bit better. So I would advise you to do that. I'm not saying go like do like hardcore workouts. You can do something as simple like stretching, just yoga, just for like 5 to 10 minutes, just to help you out if you want to, you know, like reduce your cramps and just, you know, help yourself. So tip number 10, this is the last tip for this video, is to shave in the direction that your hair is growing. And that can go for any part of your body, but mostly I'm talking about your vagina, obviously. So your hair should usually grow from like the top part to the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to shave from right here going down. You're supposed to shave in the direction that the hair is growing, because if you shave in the opposite direction, or if you shave in zigzag and just go all over the place, you can cause ingrown hair. You could even cut your skin. You could just so much things that you can do, and you don't want that. We're going to try to prevent this as much as possible. So what you would do is you would shave in the direction that your hair is growing, and you're just going to keep doing it all the way. And another thing that I would advise you to do is exfoliate before you shave. And you can use a loofah. Recently I just started using like these exfoliating gloves. Looks like this, and I would just use that to like exfoliate. And when you exfoliate, it actually helps the hair like soften up instead of it just being like, you know, regular wet. You just want it to be more soft so it could be easier for you to shave. And after you shave, what I do is, and I advise you guys to do this, is to use coconut oil and place it on the surface of your vagina, because it will also help prevent ingrown hairs and prevent dryness of your skin. And that is a real important tip. One of the most important ones in my opinion. Well, actually I don't really know, but you guys need to use that. It's really good. Like, you'll really see an improvement. That is it for today's video. I'm sorry if I speed through this or anything. If you guys have any questions, you guys can DM me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, anything like that. I will leave all of my social medias down below in the description box, along with the link to this hair. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, all you have to do is just give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. Because I noticed on the last video that you guys should go and watch, you know. It's at 666 views. You guys should get it to 700 for me. But you guys should go do that. I'll leave that in the description box below. I think it was like my hygiene routine or something like that. And I talked about some of the products in the video, if you guys want to go check that out. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you all, and stay safe during this time. Bye. Dirty love never felt so sweet.